take a little longer. Jump. Just moving my mat around. Music, 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 and hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another One Line of Code. I am One Lion and off-centered. Why are you suddenly off-centered? Oh dear. You guys are about to fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. This looks like a view outside of where Tim Bodette's stream was today, or his waiting. Anyway. Oh, so much going on. Hi, hello, hello, and also hello. Welcome to another One Line of Code. I am One Lion, and we're going to be having some fun today. It's Community Day. What, and stuff. I hope you're all having a fantastic Friday. I am in the middle of doing something that I was hoping to have done before the start of stream, but I didn't. I didn't. I just didn't. Dag nabbit. I'm really close though. I need to inspect this thing real quick. And I'm going to copy this. You guys can't see my screen yet, but you will be able to sooner or later. And the name of that tool is called typesomething.io. Fast type, QuickType.io. Pretty sure QuickType. Hello, TBD gamers. You're plural now. How do you feel? How do you feel about being plural? Okay, I would like these. I am one. I am many. I am me. That's a good response. I like it. Speaking of responses, I'm going to make all of these nullable. Okay, I'll show my screen very, very soon. There's a Dukasoft in the house making a Bardaki joke. All right, and what I would hope to be able to do is try parse resp obj equals await response dot content dot read from JSON async of type XGen response, giving away the ending. If you're paying attention, you might be able to guess what I'm doing, and hopefully it's going to be fun. Understanding. Yeah, hello Mojo. We'll get community days started soon, very, very soon. I want to logic through this last little bit, get it working. We're like this close for something, again, that I'm hoping is fun. And then we'll continue with the semi-fun stuff of finishing up our being able to launch an arrow from our archery game and maybe animate it. We'll do all of the modeling stuff, which would be really cool. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to start that yet because there are things that happen if I do. It'd be really cool to get that far. So save that. And then if that is perfect, that is exactly what I want. Maybe that's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Okay, so I needed to restart the bot. I apologize for anyone that was just about to use the bot. We still have Dukabot around. Who, by the way, didn't give us a free dad joke today. Sad, man. Oh, so bright. Solo might drop by today to continue a conversation we started on his stream last Friday. Mojo was there too, I believe. But if he doesn't, that is absolutely okay too. And if you're here, Solo, and you're just lurking, then please continue lurking. Don't need to come out of lurk for nothing. I might have been. Yeah, I was really struggling to describe in very few words what my concerns, what my thoughts and feelings are about the topic that he was talking about. But there is more to talk about that other than the thing that I was taking it to, which I didn't mean to. So then I was like, let me back off. Because the real question you're asking here is something else, and let's go with that. But you also were looking for input, so I don't know. Anything? It did not actually rebuild. Okay. Can anyone read this and understand whether this is telling me that it's the data property that's missing? Or is it something else entirely? Like, I'm trying to use their API documentation, but they aren't really providing documentation. So I'm not exactly sure if I'm formatting my request the right way. I don't know if I am. Yeah. But if this doesn't work, I'm going to restart the bot one more time. If this doesn't work, then I will show my screen and then we'll work through it together. I was hoping to have it done so that we could have something fun to play with during this community day stream while I continued with the archery stuff. As well as have good conversation at the same time, along with technology exclamation point. Automation realms help. I said automation realms, automated realms. So automated realms is going to ignore you for now, just for a little while, until I verify that it's working. I can read, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, like this is supposed to be the again. Let me finish this before I say words. Here we go. Here we go. At automated realms. Hello? Are you awake yet? No, why are you still printing that out, you... Oh. Oh. Oh! That one's different? The input should be a valid list. Input : messages. Okay, we're closer. All right, so I said that if that one failed, we would show my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm sure you can guess by now, I started playing around with doing some AI additions to the bot. So here is my screen. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a sec. Here's almost my screen. Oh, yeah, I can get rid of this. And then we should be good to go. And then I can show my screen. Save. Stop the bot. Make sure that that goes off the screen. Okay, here we go. Here's my screen. Good luck me. Hey, we got a dad joke. What kind of music do mummies like? Rap. Because they like the sound of it, obviously. I kid. Oh, gotta have the dad jokes. Mojo. Oh, I wonder what would happen if. Man, I'm gonna have so many questions like that, and I hope we get to have fun with answering them. This is gonna be so cool if it works. I have so many imagination things to do with this. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. Okay. How about, yeah, okay, so the message said something along the lines of, actually, we're going to use JSON grid to see the actual message. Let's go. Indeed. Hello, Big Gamey. Okay, so this says input should be a valid list. Input should be a valid list. So right now, input is a list of messages. Input is not a list of messages. Messages is a list of messages. Man, I really wish they had some better documentation for the API for this. So here's what I'm looking at. There's a thing called OpenAI API, and that's what this thing is supposedly using. I'm using text generation web UI with a local model, a local LLM, and it's telling me that I should format my input. Well, here's the actual text generation documentation, and it says OpenAI compatible API server with chat and completions endpoint. See examples. Examples is here. However, all of those failed. They failed worse than I don't know, but something that fails really terribly. And so I did more research, I did more looking, I did lots and lots of goggling. And one of the endpoints that it told me to use was API/v1/generate. That one was wrong until I finally found one that said the endpoint that I should be using is /run/textgen. But I am not understanding what my input should look like, because there is no API that tells me what the endpoint should look like. Same data structure. Oh my gosh. Using the same data structure as the Python API example, which is where exactly? There is no API example. Oh my goodness. How about API dot py? Send link to GitHub. Okay. This thing is awesome, by the way. The recommended way to install this, if you're interested, is to download a thing called Piccolo, Pikolo. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, Pinocchio, sorry, not Piccolo. Pinocchio, which is Pinokio, not Pinocchio. Pinocchio. I cannot say anything to the validity of this application, whether it's safe or not. Use at your own risk. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. What it allows this, or what this application does, is it has a whole bunch of scripts for downloading, installing, and running. Wait, that's not this one. I use this for something else. Never mind. Follow the instructions in their Git. But anyway, Pinocchio is a way for you to download, install, and run various open source things. So one example of something that you can run using this is a script for downloading Stable Diffusion or Comfy UI or stuff like that. And supposedly you just pick which product you want to have this thing do the install for you, and click on the download, let it install all the things that it needs to install, run into issue after issue after issue, and have to figure out how to fix those issues. Yeah, that's exactly it. So the thing that I need is the documentation for what the shape of the data is that I should be sending to run/generate, which there is nothing in here that says it should be sent to run/generate. Search this repo, please. Why are you telling me that they're... Is it serialized? Of course it's serialized. Why wouldn't it be serialized? I'm kidding. Yeah, why didn't these search results actually give me anything helpful? Yes. Yeah, because this is the OpenAI API format. It is an object that has an array of messages that are in this format, role content, a mode, and I'm using this one because I wanted to use a specific character. But it looked like the first way that I had this, data was missing. So let me create the object real quick then. Instead of having this be an anonymous object, because I was just testing things out, I'm going to create a new class. I don't know why it's creating these as partial classes, but whatever. Yeah, detail. Give me that again, please. Thank you. No, detail. Oh, so the thing that it responded to me with... Okay, let's try replacing data with a new input. With messages equals this is going to be a new list of messages. This is going to be a new message with role content. I had an issue that looks similar, and it was just how I was sending the JSON to the API. Okay, so the way that I am sending the JSON to the API using this is I am creating a new string content, and I'm doing a post. Can't I do post as JSON async and just send the object instead? New, or not new, var request content equals, instead of JSON.serialize, you are a new data. No, I'm going to keep it as an anonymous object for now. I'm going to leave this without using the, whatever that's called. Up here, you can see that I have a default header for accept of application JSON. which might not be what this is looking for. Okay, anyway, save that, let it rebuild. But yeah, if you do have suggestions, thoughts, whatever, then please feel free to put them. Backseat coding is allowed. I am opening up the stream voice channel now, the Discord voice channel, since it is community day and I have been slacking off and not actually doing community day yet. So yeah, if you are interested in doing a community day topic, conversation, whatever, feel free to either post it in chat and we can converse about whatever it is that you want to talk about, as long as it is relevant to this stream. And the voice channel in Discord is open if you want to do it verbally. Just know that I record my streams and then post them to YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after the stream ends. So if you aren't comfortable with that, then you probably don't want to do the chat method, the voice channel method, but you are welcome to. Okay, where are we at? We are trying to rerun. Okay, so we saw those. We know that I'm stuck on band-aids. Oh, no worries, Mojo. No worries whatsoever. You usually end up being done with your meeting in time, but if you aren't, I understand. Okay, let's try. We did run again. Index, reconnect. Line, go to channel. Bots listening. Let's see what it says about the current format of the message now. Are you awake? I'm not capable of understanding. So same thing. Body data input should be a valid list. So input is a list of input. What? Man, just tell me what format this is supposed to be in. And where even am I specifically specifying input at all? I'm specifying data and messages and mode and character. I am not specifying input. So the other thing that I tried, by the way, was doing it this way, where the only thing that I was specifying, what are you called? Message. Was specifying it like this instead of providing the data. Realms. And it gave me a message that says missing body data field required, but it's not telling me what field is required. So I assumed that it meant data is what's missing. So that's why I am adding data here. Public class text gen request. This will have a public input. Oh, data. That's what I said. Okay, so if I do it this way, where everything is strongly typed, what kind of message do you give me then? Do we need to rebuild or anything? We don't. We're still connected to chat. We're trying to send a list. I'm not trying to, no. At automated realms here. Okay. So now we get list type, body data, input should be a valid list type. Input colon messages colon the messages that I'm trying to send. So the reason that I need to send multiple messages though is if I want to keep context. And here I just want one response. That's all I want. Just give me one response. But I think yeah, I'm not understanding which part of this needs to be a list because I'm not providing anything called input. I don't know what that's doing. Too funny. But yeah, so where am I at? I am breaking things. Any thoughts? Should I try changing this maybe to a list of input? And then this will be a new input. Oh. Yeah, new input with and then data. You are now a list of input. Why don't you format? Okay, do I need to rebuild for that? I do not. Even though I updated a class's property type, that's not a root edit. That's surprising. Do you know how to do shoutouts? It's not listening anymore. No, not listening. Oh, because it errored. We got an error. Give it a second to spin down. Rerun it. So if anyone has experience with Text Generator Web UI's API, and you know what format this object is supposed to be in, I would be greatly appreciative if you could help me figure out. Like maybe we can look through the repo and find an example, just like someone else did earlier with that API examples that doesn't exist anymore, or go back to a previous branch and find that example's API. That's what we could do. Okay, connect to chat. Hello, Irish John Games. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, no. This is not a fail. This is an absolute hit wonder. If you guys don't know Irish John Games, which I'm sure you do. But if you don't know him and you're not following him, he's a fantastic game developer. His streams are awesome. Great content on his streams. We don't need to print the internet. Definitely check him out, though. Worth your time. He's developing a game called Rise of Piracy. You might see stream elements shouted out on occasion, but if not, it's right there. You can see it on Steam. You can also go to the Microprose website because his publisher is Microprose, which is amazing. So it'll be out soon. S***, and stop using that foul language on my stream. So anyway, hey, Automated Realms. Do you know about Rise of Piracy? I'm not capable of understanding. Forget you. I is an invalid start of value. So, we didn't actually get back a message this time that was parsable. This is all part of the Financial Management Tracker project. Thank you for pointing it out. We're working on the bot instead. I wasn't sure. Why don't we do Financial Management Tracker game? We are learning things that will improve the Financial Management Tracker. For example, using an LLM to do things in Financial Management Tracker. Okay, so we should have at least seen the content pass by before. No. Oh, we got an internal server error. Okay. So the thing that happened was response was not valid. So if not response is success, terribly sorry, but the my blames are fumbling to understand the content sent, or at least format it was sent in. Okay, so it does not like the format, most likely. Therefore, data is not an array of input or a list of input, nothing like that. So you definitely need to just be an input. I think I got rid of one too many curly braces. Hello, Matt. Konnichiwa. I am struggling right now, but we're getting somewhere. I don't know where we're getting. I'm wearing the wrong shirt. So I gave a sarcastic comment because I was wearing my sarcastic comment is loading shirt on Wednesday, and it just now loaded. So I apologize that you got a sarcastic response, Gilgamesh, from me. It was queued up to load on Wednesday, and it was supposed to happen on Wednesday. Unfortunately, it loaded today, and I output it. I started learning Blazor, got bored of MVC. Awesome. Well, you could still do MVC and start adding Blazor to it. However, just doing Blazor by itself is a lot more fun in my opinion. Okay, I'm gonna pin this because I keep trying to open it so that we can see the messages. So, automated realms. Which do you prefer? Blazor or MVC? I'm terribly sorry, but my brains are fumbling to understand why. So what is the actual response? Let's do response.status code. What format am I supposed to send the request to the run/textgen endpoint? And I am actually going to ask the LLM this directly. Unprocessable entity. Have you ever heard of an unprocessable entity status code? Because I sure haven't. What's an entity? Well, if I was Irish John, you could redeem a topic expert and I'd tell you all about it. But since I am not a topic expert on that, I can't tell you. Yeah, this is saying that I just need to provide input, which is a string. I'm gonna try that real quick. Let's just do data is input text. Whoa, did I miss something? Can you run me through it? Sorry, I was getting coffee. So Big Gamey was asking, what is entity? And I let him know that I don't have a topic expert redeem, so I can't tell him, but you do. You can be a topic expert on entities. I mean, I have an idea of what it could be, but I'm most likely wrong. I'm not as good as you. Oh, wait. You should be new data. Aha! Sorry, I thought it was coding related. It kind of is. I need the flippin' model for this API endpoint. And you know what? I can look for the model. We have the source code for it. It's open source, tag nabbit. Oh my gosh. At automated realms. I'm just gonna send you an emoji. $422. Input should be a valid list. New list of string. $422. Of course. to duck. And then this is error 500, which is probably that this thing is in an invalid format. So what? What then? One more thing to try. Data equals new object with input equals input text. Something's got to work, right? A lion, obviously. Unprocessable. Nobody likes you. You need to go away. Yeah, look at this. It's giving me input colon input. So it's taking whatever I put inside of data and outputting that. So it's telling me that data needs to be a valid list because input is probably associated with this. And so that's what we did last time. What about this then? New list of object. New. This is definitely not going to work. Yeah. Model attributes type. Body. Oh. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Body should be a valid dictionary. So let's go with new. Wait. Or object to extract fields from. What it received was input as a valid list. But it didn't receive it as an object. Almost there. Oh. Bacon. Nice. Field is required. What field? Where? Which? Data. Data field is required. So we still need new object where data equals a new object. Yeah. Let's go to the code already. We can read code. We're better at reading code than guessing at what format this needs to be in. When I use client what is JSON, does that mean update? Typically, yes. So it doesn't have to. It depends on what the API is structured to do. But generally, if you're following REST or REST-ish, put is used for updating an existing record or an existing resource. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, and then it gives me this URL. But this URL did not give me any information. So go again. Okay, on to here. We need to find a thing that has run/generate. So where would we find anything to do with handling requests? Instructions templates, that has to do with how to send chats to the chat. Prompts training, none of the above. So it's probably only there when you enable API and then it installs. So let's open the project in Coach and see what happens. Where are we? Local LLM. I don't think that was right. While I'm waiting for that, never mind, it just timed up. No, come on. Help me. Nope. Okay, that worked. Local LLM, XGen UI, open command, open in code. Okay, here we go. Modules. Excuse me, where would I find anything to do with the API? API. Just give me all. All right. Is there something that handles run? Yes, but no. Can anyone read Python? There should be an API slash, or not even an API slash. There should be a run slash. Ooh, I know. Content : run slash. Nothing. Is that actually what the search contents? I'm pretty sure. Run slash. And okay, so we will always allow. And here is code. So we should be able to search everywhere in here for, yes, I trust the authors. Something that has to do with the API. So how do we search everywhere in Visual Studio Code? Like this. What? Okay, this doesn't make sense. Oh, gosh, because I've been searching for the wrong thing the whole time. I need to find run/textgen. And let's do it here too. Anywhere in code. Nowhere in code. Why is it so hard? I just want it to work. Did you find anything? You did not find anything. How very confusing. Okay. Code. Code. Help me out here. So this is how I loaded the model. I used AutoGPT, but I'm not understanding where it's loading the API. API/populate, API/edit, rename session, delete session, set user input. And you're a post. But yeah, I don't understand where the route for /run/textgen is being interpreted, is being directed to where it should go. And I can't immediately look at JSON, not JSON, at Python and understand what exactly it's doing. But it really seems like this is using the models directly when they are on the computer. And this is not. These TextGen is running on a completely different computer. On my network. Yeah, so I'm just looking for something that does an API request using HTTP request. Anything up here look like they are for routing? No. Where did you see JObject? Might be old and slow, but I'm pretty sure the answer is the correct format. Feel free to replace me with the new and fancy AI stuff. I will not replace best bot ever. Best non-bot bot ever. Yeah, so like you can see where the OpenAI extension is doing a post. So yeah, maybe this is what I'm looking for. .post is doing a post to v1/completions, and then we can see the object if we find the request, completion request, and chat completion request. Ooh, this says, wait, no, that says /generate. So this is what I was trying to use before. V1 chat completions. And let me show that real quick, what that does. Let me duplicate this line. And actually, let me do it like this. Private var chat endpoint. And this way we can just try changing out the chat endpoint easily. Oh my goodness. Chat endpoints, new. And we can do this one with the new collections initializer. I love this thing. Oh no! Am I not running a version of .NET that this actually works? Do I actually need to say string array? I do. It doesn't automatically assume. Okay, whatever. Anyway, chat endpoints 0. Hello, Clayman. How are you doing? Another fantastic game developer. If you have not heard of Clayman, I'm sure all of you have. Definitely check him out. He's working on Epic Hero Game. Out soon. S***N. So much fun on his stream as well. Every single person in our community has a fantastic and fun stream, especially Clayman. Hilarities ensue with all of his ragdoll physics, but man, you work through everything and you get it all done. You figure it out, you make it work, and that's what I love about your streams. It's just seeing you just get stuff done. Awesome. Soon TM. Okay, what do you say? Are we still listening to chat? Can we still see soon TM, for example? You need to be out on your own so we can get to you easier. Yes, we can see soon TM, but how am I? I am struggling. I'm trying to just get this one endpoint to work. Automated realms. Does it work yet? Not found. So the thing that I get when I try to use V1 chat completions, is that the URL is not found. So even if I do it correctly, even if I have the right route in there without the leading slash, I still get 404 not found. But when I use the run/textgen, why won't you listen? It gives me a completely different response, which is something that looks like a server or a listener, an endpoint listener, HTTP listener, whatever you want to call it, received the message and it's giving me feedback saying input should be a valid list. Well, input is a valid list. Error. Will IJG have his hair shaved off by the start of his stream today? Internal server error this time. And that has to do with what? With the data that I'm supplying being an array. Clayman says, I actually shaved my head some time ago. Coincidental, or do I just know? And then if I just go all the way to the simplest form where the data that I'm passing in is an input string, and that's it. And then we say, did Clayman dev shave his head recently? It says I can't process it because input should be a valid list. And this is the object that it looks like it received input. And then here's my name. And then my question. So it's receiving the message that I'm giving it. And it's telling me, here's what you gave me. And then when I try to make this object here an array, it's angry at me. So what I'm trying to do is look through the source and find out what format is this supposed to be in. So can we do one more search for /textgen? No, those are just requirements. We need something that looks like this. But for TextGen. Yeah, this is OpenAI's script. Oh man. Why can't this just work? Not ChatGPT, but it is using an LLM, or I'm trying to set up the LLM. And what I did is Postman. That's a good idea. Does Postman actually discover endpoints or anything? That's a great idea though. I installed TextGen Web UI and got a model that runs really, really super fast. And I know I know what Postman is. I was wondering if it actually does discovery on the endpoint that you give it. Like, it would be cool if I had a Swagger UI for these endpoints, but I don't even have that. But I need something that does discovery. I don't know that I have Postman installed locally. I have Fiddler installed, but I think that'll interrupt my internet connection. Is there a Postman plugin? Oh, you know what? We got a... Yeah, but again, I'm still looking for something that will give me the endpoints themselves. But that's a really, really good idea. We're going to do that. Give me a second for my other APIs. Okay. And this will be text gen. We're going to use the .http endpoint. And the format for this, I always forget, is $ for our variables. Visual Studio HTTP file. At symbols. Okay. So at base is going to, I don't want to show you guys my base URL. That's one of the issues with this. Doesn't matter. Nope, no S. 50. Just use localhost 6969. 7860, I think. Stun server address? What are you even talking about, man? What are you even talking about? Okay. Query the or host to the run TextGen endpoint. Host base is the future. Run TextGen. And then how do we provide stuff? Content type app. Oh, no slashes. Application /JSON. I mean, quotation marks. And then the body content. And what we should be providing is data, a test prompt. Oh, actually, I need it to look like this because of the instructions I gave it. One lion, text prompt. I forgot a colon, didn't I? Is that what you're angry at? Okay, send request. Oh, too many slashes. Send request. Okay, there we go. So we're still getting the same response. But this might be easier to work with if we do it here instead of making a change, restart the bot, make a change, restart the bot. We just reformat the stuff here. Location, body, data. I'm data. You cannot provide me. Is it maybe yeah, this wouldn't make sense whatsoever. I'm going to try it really quick. Okay, model attributes type body is incorrect. Data. So it is definitely giving me back the thing that it wants. Wait. Okay. Okay. Model attributes type input should be a valid dictionary or object. Is it not? So input is an array of objects, and the first object has a property named data and a value of the text. What do dictionaries serialize as? Jason is invalid, my bad. An array. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. I didn't stringify my key. Invalid array still. No, it failed, King. This is a failure. Oh, okay. So once again, data. That's better. That's better. Thank you, President. Not sure.
I got a bad feeling about this.
But it is. I am a bad feeling about this. Okay, can you tell me? All right, the thing that we've been looking for this whole time, though, is where exactly we have not won anything. Thank you, Chickasoft. Where exactly is the handler for all of these requests? Where are these coming from? These are readmes, and it would be nice if in readme we got the format that it's expecting. Like, are there any sample usages of the readme, of the API? And the answer is no, because this readme is the readme for X llama? No. Oh wait, yes. No. This is the overall README, which we should be able to see here. Can we go back to the main? Wow. Aw, Big Amy, thank you. So I don't know. This is weird. This is the README. Supposedly, allegedly, this is the README for this repo. And the README that we're looking at does not look like this. Text generation UI, a Gradio web UI. Its goal is to become the stable diffusion of text generation. Few pictures, features, how to install. Yeah, and that's where it changes. So, wait, no, it doesn't. Yeah. So the how to install is not in here. So whatever version I'm running is not this version. Wait, there's a wiki? There's a wiki. Yeah. What if I'm just using... You know what? I think therefore eat spam. Wait, what? You're so confusing. I was thinking that maybe I'm calling the web UI endpoints and not an API endpoint. Oh dear. I have 14 social media posts across 5 platforms to schedule by the end of the day. But I will be lurking and come back later if you're still here. All right, Big Amy, thank you so much for hanging out with us as long as you did. And for lurking. All right, I'm gonna try going through this because maybe, just maybe, I am missing something. I won't be able to see chat as well, but hello, Ron. Made a stride in my app today. Still very far, but good day, brother. What's up with you? So we're having fun trying to play around with this open API, not open API, sorry. TextGen AI LLM local hosted stuff. I think I found it too. I'm so confused though. Okay, but what I'm doing is I'm going through the steps to install the requirements for the OpenAI extension so that we can have the API And then I will add the API to my command line flags, which I think I've already done. But we'll double check to see if I have or haven't. So right now I just did the, so because it's on a different machine, you won't be able to see what I'm doing. But I'm just running pip install requirements for OpenAI. Then I am going to add the --API command to my startup, which we should be able to see here. And so I believe that is done here. No, I've already forgotten where to do that. Start Windows bat. No, this is something completely different. I've already forgotten. There's another .py file. Okay, who are you calling? One-click installer check. Yeah, and I think this is the main issue, is using a one-click installer, where it's doing a lot of the setup for me, so I am not able to customize it as much because I don't really know what I'm doing. OpenAI won't even accept my card. I'm literally the take my money meme, and they won't take it. So one thing you could do, if you can get it to work, is we're using this text generation web UI. Repost it to chat as a local install. You don't even need that strenuous, that intense of a graphics card if you grab the right model. And the model that I am using is called Tiamat 7 billion. And it's a GPTQ version that came out 30 this morning sometime. Yeah, I wish they had the actual run commands for adding the --API. Because right now the way that I'm running it is using Python server.py. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. I'm sorry I'm struggling so much. I'm really close to getting this to work though. I just can't figure out where exactly the API is. Oh man. Or even the entry point to the app. So I'm reading server.py because that's the one that I run. But I don't see anywhere where it is reading my command line args. Aha, it's here. I think it's here. And then there's this thing. So this could be the other place that it is. I just have no idea how to read this file either. Because I do everything via the UI. I'm still gonna restart the server anyway. because I have the options set in the UI to allow the API and Open API to run. And then we'll try one of these examples. I want this example specifically. Okay, so it is running. I wonder if I should use port 5000 for the API. Because this one is using port 5000 as well, and that could be where the main issue is. So let's take a quick glance. I'm not gonna lie, brother, this stuff is beyond my pay grade. It's actually pretty easy to get this up and running. It's hard to integrate it with the knowledge base that I have in my brains for how to use APIs. Typically, an API is a little bit better documented, so I could figure out how to do it by using their, here's the shape of the model that we're expecting to receive kind of stuff, you know? But they're not even giving me that. Your name is Automated Realms. Send. And you're going to tell me that there's nothing listening on port 5000, which is true. Connection attempt failed. That's fine. We're okay. I changed the. Thank you. Wait, now it's not even listening on port 7860? No. Oh, duh. It probably didn't load the model. I need to load the model first. Did you keep the same parameters and settings? You did not. I told you to save these settings. Why won't you listen to me? Yeah, we'll keep simple. We'll load. Session should have, oh gosh. Stop. Etape. Hello, Thindal. Why, hello there. Doesn't matter, Thindal. Don't pay attention to my route. You don't need to know. I'm in community hangout if you want to stop doing production stuff. If you're giving me the option, then no. But today is community day, so I will gladly pull you into the Discord channel. Let me start my virtual cam. So I am not going to stop what I'm doing, but I will be glad to talk with you. Incoming Thindal. You are here. Okay, I need to refresh this. And I can't hear you, so I wonder if, one, you're talking. Oh, okay. API, listen.
Hello.
Save. Hello.
Hello,
Save.
friends.
Apply.
How are you?
Tired. I cannot for the life of me figure out where this API is configured. I have
can't see
the
your
code
camera.
base. I didn't turn it on.
You
I
have
did
an
the
icon.
whole start virtual camera in OBS, but then I forgot to actually display the camera in. It's loading in Discord. I said it's loading. Oh,
I can see an
I pushed
OBS
start
thing now.
recording is what happened instead of start
There
virtual
we go.
camera. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out where
Hello,
in
friend.
this code base is the API listener, is the thing that's handling all of my API requests, because it's telling me essentially that the shape of the data that I'm giving to it is incorrect.
So I just came in here. What are we doing?
I just told you.
Oh, you told me that the
So
shape of the data was incorrect. And you're
Yeah,
sending it to some kind of service.
so I have a local text generation web UI install that is running my LLM locally on a different machine, and I am trying to use the API for it by sending it HTTP requests, which is what this is. And it continues to, like, before it was giving me 404 errors because I was asking the wrong endpoint, and I think I'm still asking the wrong endpoint. Like, it's possible that I can now access v1 / what else was in here?
Field required.
v1 chat completions, for example. Save. Oh. One chat completions endpoint. Save. Okay. So I should be able to get to this endpoint because I turned on the OpenAI extension. And
the other one doesn't have V1.
It doesn't. You're correct. So this is the only endpoint that I was able to get to work.
Yeah.
So when I do a request to here, I actually get a response. This is what it would look like if it didn't exist. So that's why I'm thinking this is the right endpoint, but the shape of data is incorrect. The closest that I've gotten was sending it data, like so. And then that one's an internal server error because data is not supposed to be an array. And then I sent data as just a string. And then it says input must be an array, a valid list.
What does lock have to do with things?
What does what have to do with things?
LOC, body data, and the response object there.
And then this was the other closest. So LOC is, I believe, location. So it's telling me where in JSON was it expecting a thing. Oh, and in this case, it's invalid JSON because the 17th character was not what it was expecting. Okay, so then input should be a valid list, and I did make it a valid list.
Now you have input, right?
Yeah. So it turns my data into input, which is really weird. So the thing that I was looking for,
field required error before. Now we have
which is this data. So if I change data to say input instead,
and add data. Like if data is supposed to exist next to messages in mode. Does that make sense?
Maybe. So let's see. So we make data because you said
Yeah.
data. I'm going to say data just for you. Data cannot be an array. We know that much.
Yeah.
Because we get an exception, and the exception is actually could not infer FN index for API name TextGen. And I have no idea what that means.
No.
And in fact, why is this specifically telling me? I found it. Gripes. Okay. 20 minutes.
Row
I mean, 20
content
seconds.
node.
I need to go to Tyrovius. D drive.
Hey, Mojo.
Mojo's back. Miniconda, environments, TextGen, lib, site packages. What in the world? Gradio. Okay, I'm actually going to start at TextGen. We're going to open this in VS Code. Apparently, the entire application is running in an environment, not from my LLM install, which I'm not understanding exactly. And it looks like this. And so the path to this thing was, yes, I trust the authors. No, do this later. Lib, site packages, Gradio, I'm so blind. Gradio, route utils. But okay, so this still isn't the one that has the endpoint that I'm looking for. I'm looking for an endpoint that says /TextGen. Unless /run /TextGen is taking me to this folder and it's going to execute this. I'm so confused.
Don't worry, I'm confused there. Yeah, I was thinking.
If I can find the thing that's handling this, I can see the shape of the data that I'm supposed to send to it.
Yeah, but isn't it in the docs anywhere?
No. So here are the docs. Where did it go? Oh, this is the docs. Okay. I was starting here. Main branch, docs. They tell me here's how to set it up, here's how to install. So I did all the install stuff. Here is the install conda, clone, conda install, edit environment variables. If you're using Docker, not using Docker, pip install requirements, list of command line flags, none of which are API.
How did you find the other endpoints?
I did a Google search, and there was one issue in there. I'll find it somewhere. One issue in their issues that mention that endpoint that I'm using. My goodness. Yeah, that was all of them. Dang it. I don't see it anymore. Oh, this one, maybe? Don't click on stuff in the middle of the page. I don't even know where my search is for it. Here. Nope, not anymore. And, okay. I'm just going to reopen these tabs. Copy. Pasta. Pasta. All right, these should be all of the ones that I had open. And so this one says, is this even the right thing? Okay. Ask local AI, you create a new HTTP client, and supposedly we use localhost port 5000 /API /v1 /generate. But that endpoint does not exist. So even if you don't love me anymore, even if we tried this on port 5000, we would instead get a message that server's not listening on port 5000.
Yeah, seems to not be responding. But I mean, it was responding on the other one.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is that when you posted the message you have from line 17 there,
yes,
for the call on line 4,
yes,
you got a readable error message about missing fields, while right now you're getting a internal server error. So I feel like the bottom one must be more correct, if that makes sense. But it's missing information, so maybe that's missing data, if that makes sense. So if you try creating a envelope called data and that contains messages and mode, etc.
Which I did.
If you remove that, remove the hello, how are you? Then you grab, yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly. And yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait. This one needs to go in one.
Can you Control K, Control D in an HTTP file? I don't know.
I have no idea. No, cannot. Okay, so here's this one. And we're awaiting response. I did change you back to
Sorry, I missed half there. Mojo, why did I scare you?
Yeah, you're going to have to do chat for me because I have another window that is covering chat completely. I need this. I need to load the model.
Why the heck isn't it
hey,
getting
it saved my settings this time.
You got a response earlier.
Yeah, yeah, it's because I didn't load the model yet. Give me a sec.
Oh.
Activating, loading. I mean, I guess I can show you what the window looks like that I'm on, but you're not really going to be able to see much.
Yeah.
Especially when it freezes. I made it angry. Still loading the model.
Yeah, you got the dot as well.
There it goes.
Candle maker. We have
Candle
like
maker.
a dot on your
Yes.
screen that you can click.
So
I have
I'm
no
trying to
idea
set
what
up
it
way
does.
too many things at the same time. One of them is this Twitch extension called Heat Map, and what that'll do is it will detect where a viewer would click on the screen and send those coordinates. Because we are in the middle of implementing a stream game called Archery, which if I click on the Archery browser, restart,
Yeah,
you
I
can
saw
see a
that one.
box down there at the bottom. And then if you redeem Archery, then the first part of the game will happen, where it spawns your character as a box and a target some point away around. Mojo's gonna lurk. So the target spawned the furthest away that it possibly can from me, almost like 3% off from the edge. And so the hope is that I'll have some controls on screen that will help you change your angle and then the velocity, and then eventually launch the arrow so you can just click around on the screen when it's your turn. But right now it's waiting for a shoot command with an angle and a velocity between 0 and 100. And then I receive it, I'll parse it, I'll do the actual animation for shooting the arrow, and then the modeling behind the scenes for did the arrow hit the target, etc., etc.
Yeah, you built that in Blazor, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's fully Blazor. But this is also part of the bot.
LLMs.
Yeah. So this is the UI that I'm using. You can see it's running using Anaconda, or in this case, Miniconda, in its own environment. These are all of the stuff that's saying it's doing, supposedly, and we were waiting for this model to load. So that's what we got going on here. And now that it's loaded, we can get an errored request again. Why?
I know. I mean, it was responding earlier, right?
Yeah.
On that endpoint.
Absolutely. $78.60. Let me go back to session. Apply flags.
And slightly random about the host name. I mean, I was just wondering what kind of setup you've got at home. Here, I've got a custom DNS server for all my internal URLs.
It's just network computers. That's all on the same workspace.
Yeah, all right.
Workspace. So it's called.
Yeah, same workspace.
Domain.
Gotcha.
Why is it now telling me that it's running on 0000? It is
that
not
sounds like a fault.
running on 0000. It's supposed to be running on.
I think you can run on 0000.
You can. You absolutely can. That's the normal.
Is that a valid port?
That's, well, host. So 0000 is a host, not port 0000.
Okay.
HTTP
all right.
colon
So
double slash 0.0.0.0.
Gotcha.
Model. You're still loaded. But I am seeing it in 127001. And if I load it here, again, via that computer's name, 7860. Hopefully you do
that, then Outlook loads.
Then Outlook loads. No.
No, wait, that's on my end. How the heck did that happen?
Then you can see the bot works.
Message in the middle of my screen, and I figured, it was from the stream. Yay.
So the first message takes a little bit, but my name is Automated Realms. Nice to meet you. it's really fast after that. So it's a pretty quick response for when I get
And
the
that's
API
via the
working.
web UI, and you're trying to use the API, right?
Right. I am trying to do a post to the text gen API using.
What if you look at the network tab in your F12 tools?
I did. That was the first place I went. Because I was like, maybe I can just use the same method this thing is using, but this thing just calls the functions directly. /run/text-gen.
You know, great minds and all.
But I don't know what
I wasn't here for what you did before.
Of object to send in the body. Which should be, can you show an example? Okay, so all of these are these join requests. So what this is telling me is it's just constantly looking. Yeah, this is totally not what it's looking for. But anyway, these just kind of look like keep alives or something. But it's not doing anything that I can view that is a HTTP request. It's all running through some kind of handler.
I have never seen that before.
So all I'm looking for is the handler for this thing.
Join. No more data, I guess.
The handler?
Look at the messages. Well, look at the data there. That one, yeah.
Excuse me, can I copy object? Now we're getting somewhere, I hope. Where's Visual Studio? I need to quit soon though. It sucks. Well, first of all, this thing actually has to respond to my API requests.
It did a something, right?
It gave me a 200 OK is what it did.
Yeah.
And this one,
if you try,
gave me a 500. And then like this, it gave me a 422. This is the first 200.
Yes, data is a list of null string chat, right? So that looks like the stuff you had before, only in an array format, right? You had the mode, character.
Yeah, I really don't know what exactly this is, but
I mean, you have.
Is generating is false. Was there another? Is there maybe another request that is the one that's from me? Oh yes. Oh, these are the weights or the embeddings. Process generation. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's clear.
Just send hello or something, yeah.
The output. Okay, so the first message should be what I sent. Message estimation, blah, 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 blah. Send data.
You have the MSG send data there. What's that? That seems to be the full history, right?
I don't know. But this is a lot closer. Yeah, this is a lot closer. But again, I still think that I'm doing it wrong. I think that I should be using this port 5000 localhost, or not localhost, but you know what I mean. Open AI API, but it's not listening on that. So I'm going to try this locally on that machine to see if this works, and then figure out how to expose this endpoint.
When you figure that out, please share.
I will. We will see it on the next stream because automated realms will work. Holy 78, 60. Because right now he just says, well, nothing. He just says.
Yeah, I missed most of today's stream. I was over at Progress Telerix. They are having a Thankmas fundraiser, more or less. Well, not more or less, exactly a Thankmas fundraiser for, I think it's the soup kitchen or something. And they're matching all donations, so. Yes, Zane. But my boy.
I bet you this is seed or something. What was the name of the other thing? Character. And then this is type, I'm assuming. And then I have no idea what event data and session hash, where those come from. JSON is invalid.
Yeah, your message, yeah, there.
Yeah, and then it's in the wrong format again.
Yes,
Because
data
input
needs
should be
to
a
be a
valid
list.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah, data
stupid
needs to be a
because
list.
it's like, why am I providing these without their property names? Because the other thing that it told me before was it could also be an object for, or a dictionary to get the key, to read the keys from. But it's not actually giving me a response that I want or care about. So anyway, I'll figure that out. I need to shut this down and then get back to my actual works, and probably won't be until later, lots later, that I'll be able to play with that. So sad. So sad. Anyway, so hi, Thindal.
Hi, friends.
Welcome to the end of the stream. Tell us about what's going on in your life in 20 seconds or less.
I'm just taking it easy. It's a weekend. I'm gonna try some testing that I have to run off stream, and then I'll be ready for more fun times on Tuesday. Can't speak today, so yay.
Yay. That'll be
it.
fun.
That's my stand-up.
That wasn't a stand-up. It was a sit-down.
Yeah, true,
Someone else
sit
that I
down.
was about to start. Oh, solo. Cool. But yeah,
Anyways,
okay.
I'm gonna pop out. Thank you very much for having me, and this was really interesting. I want to see where this is going.
Yeah, it's almost done. We just got to get this thing to respond with an actual message. So close. Thanks for being here.
Yeah. See you, man. Bye.
Ciao. All right. Well, of course I'm ending Deflux. You do this every time. Same time, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 10:30 a.m. Mountain Time to 12:30 p.m. I will do the stream again. Let me show you how. You go to twitch.tv/onelion. And then in the video section, right here, right in the video section right here, you can see the current stream. And as soon as I end, then it'll be completely ready for you to watch from the beginning. But that will be the replay of the stream. That'll be me doing the stream again. And then sometime 24 hours from now or so, you will be able to see it on YouTube as well. So you have choices. Here you go. True. I saw my hand. Other side. Okay, anyway, we're gonna go to this screen. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm gonna run. We're going to raid. Are you on TikTok? No. I'm doing like minimal social media, and YouTube is what I knew before I started Twitch, and Twitch is what I know now. So not trying to add more. But yeah. No TikTok for me. Not to say TikTok is bad. It's just not for me. I'm a geriatric millennial. I don't know if that really means anything, but I am. Yeah, go ahead. Who are we gonna raid? Tell to me. Practical NPC. We can definitely raid Practical NPC. If you guys have not followed Practical NPC, they are aren't they Unreal developer or Godot? One of those two. Like, I'm not currently on their channel, so it's gonna take me a minute. Godot. But I will most likely be actively lurking on Solo Solipsis's channel more than Practical NPCs, but we can definitely head on over to Practical NPC. I kind of don't want to, because I think he felt bad the last time that I raided him that he hasn't watched my stuff. And I don't want him to feel bad about it or feel obligated, like I'm trying to get him to come to my stream or anything. Because I just raid people that I enjoy watching their content and hang out with them. So I don't know. I'll lurk on his channel still, but I think we'll raid someone that I haven't raided in a while. We'll raid Code Red Games, who is also a game developer, but someone that we have a little bit more of a relationship with. I don't know what to call it. No expectations from either of us for the other person. That's what I'm trying to say. But Code Red Games is awesome. Raid Deflux. I should, but he's not streaming. But anyway, I should stream. Then you could come raid me. Yes, this is true. But I need to get back to work, and hopefully I'll have time sometime later to figure out what's going on with the bot. I got sad. I got really sad. Sorry for the lack of energy. Sorry for the decreased energy. But that's going to be it for me for today. I will post this video to YouTube no sooner than 24 hours after I end the stream. And feel free to join us on Discord. If you're already a part of too many Discords, then don't worry about it, because it's not like super lively Discord. We do have a lot of really, really, really cool people that love to hang out together and just talk tech, chat, ask each other questions, answer questions, and just overall hang out and stuff. So yeah, that's it. Ciao for now. I'm gonna do the camera first this time again, and then my voice and music and stuff.